freelance job requires $1,000 upfront payment just for the chance to start working. Job posting for a volunteer opportunity. We're looking for a passionate, hardworking, dog-loving person to join our team here at Doggy Daycare as a volunteer. You'll be assisting our daycare staff with their daily duties. These include managing and supervising the dogs and providing excellent care, providing regular enrichment to keep the dogs active and engaged, keeping the daycare clean and tidy, and removing urine and dog waste immediately with mops and poo bags. You must be able to work in a challenging, demanding, and fast-paced environment. You need to be confident around dogs of all sizes, be able to think on your feet, and stay calm under pressure. You must be a committed team player and have a positive, can-do attitude. You must be reliable, hardworking, and trustworthy, and be able to listen carefully and follow instructions. This role is very demanding and requires high energy, a good level of fitness, and knowledge of dog safety. Oh yes, everyone's dream job, making $0 an hour, picking up dog waste so someone else can get rich. Keep in mind, this is a private dog care facility, not the public pound. So, this is private, and someone's making a profit here, just not the person who's working. This job was posted to our Am I the Butthole? Am I the butthole for asking my CO worker to help me move for free? My CO worker has a huge pickup truck, and me and my partner are trying to cut costs where we can with moving. I asked him if he minded helping us move in late June. He lives about 25 minutes from where I live, so I told him I'd comp him gas and said that I would pay in pizza and beer. He got annoyed with me and said, I get paid in money, not pizza. I was so confused by this because what's the point of paying someone to help us move when we could just pay professional movers? Anytime someone I know through work, school, or friends has asked for help moving, I've never expected to be paid in cash. I've always expected at most to get food or drinks. Last summer, my CO workers helped me move my boyfriend to his current place, and we paid in pizza and soda, and no one batted an eye. 2 of those friends, co-workers, are even helping us move again. So, am I the butthole? Man, this right here is why I never have and never will own a truck. Because as soon as you buy a truck, everyone wants to use it or get your help or say, hey, do me a favor. And it's like, nah, go buy your own truck. If I need a truck, I'll just go rent a U-Haul. Our next Reddit post is from Deleted. A former neighbor recently reconnected with my parents. They hadn't seen each other for about 20 years. She found my mom on Facebook and asked if my parents would like to go to dinner with her and her new husband. She explained that she had 2 buy 1 meal get 1 meal free coupons for a local restaurant. The restaurant was known for being a little pricey, but knowing that one of my parents' meals would be free made it seem okay. When it came time for the check, the waitress asked how they would like to split the bill. The former neighbor presented the 2 coupons and proudly stated that her and her husband were eating free. The waitress then pointed out that the free meal had to be of equal or lesser value. Both of my parents' meals were about $30 each, while the other 2 meals were over $40 each. To this, the former neighbor just said, "That's fine," and handed over her coupons. The waitress returned with the bill for the 2 higher-priced meals, with my parents' meals removed by the coupons. My dad then asked, "Shall we split this bill in half?" The neighbor replied, "No, our meals were covered by the coupons." My parents attempted to politely explain that they were now having to pay more than if they came on their own and ordered the same thing. The neighbor didn't follow that logic. But then, the neighbor's new husband added that neither of them brought any money. My dad reluctantly paid the bill. As they were leaving, the neighbor said, "This was fun, we should do it again." My dad just said, "No," and then both my parents walked away. Posted to Facebook, "Hello everyone, I'm currently looking for someone to dig a hole that's 4 feet deep and 3 feet wide, and to dig 2 trenches that are 41 feet long, 2 feet deep, and 1 foot wide. The trenches need to be sloped as well. I'm willing to pay $200 for this entire job. Please DM me. I'm located near blank. Thanks." Alright, for anyone who hasn't had to dig an actual hole with a shovel before, this is a back-breaking amount of work. Actually, here we go, down in the comments. This is exactly the post I'm looking for. Average Eat provides some context. Owner of a utility excavation company here. This would take 1 excavator and a crew of 2 men an entire day to complete. This would require buried utility locations and possible hydro excavation around buried utilities. With absolutely perfect soil conditions, I would estimate this job would cost $2,400. Okay, so I'm kind of curious about this one. I did a little bit of math, and the cubic footage of the dirt that they have to remove is 200 square feet. 1 cubic foot of soil on average should weigh approximately 80 pounds. So 80 pounds times 200 cubic feet equals 16,000 pounds. This can't be right. Did I do my math right on this? 16,000 pounds? That's what, like 8 tons? This is like several cars. This weighs like 3 or 4 cars. 4,000 pounds, this is 4 cars. This can't be right. Oh, it is. Someone down in the comments says, so basically, you want someone to move 3 to 4 tons of dirt for $200. Oh my God, this person is getting blasted in the Facebook comments. $200 is not nearly enough for a job of that size. Maybe for the first hole, but a 41-foot trench? That's ridiculous. Get some gloves and a shovel and spend 10 minutes striking the ground, and then decide how much you'd want to be paid to do that all day long. This job is taking advantage of someone who needs money badly. Someone says, let me know if you find someone. I also need a pool dug by hand for $200. Our next Reddit post is from the Ties That Bind. This weekend, I advertised on Facebook Marketplace a hot water heater that I had taken out. It was older, but it worked just fine. I put it up for free to a good home. The entire process of trying to give away a hot water heater was an epic saga, but this particular person takes the cake. This conversation took about 2 hours, with lots of other people messaging in between. Is this still available? Yes, it's still available. Great, I really want it. Then 15 minutes pass. I'm desperate. I paid $30 for one that didn't work, and I really need one. My kids have to wash in cold water. I'm happy to help. When can you come get it? You'll need a vehicle to hold it and someone to help you move it. I don't have a truck. I'm sorry to hear that. If you know someone with a truck, they might be able to help. I don't know anybody because I just moved here. My ex beat me and I had to get away. It sounds like things haven't gone well for you lately. If you can find someone to help, let me know. Can you bring it to me? I really need it, and my kids are going to get sick. I'm sorry, I don't have a truck. Oh, just put it in your car. You're only about 15 minutes away from me. If anyone I know has a truck and is willing to drive it to you, I'll let you know. Oh, thank you. And how long will it take you to install it? And can you bring me $30 to pay me back for the one that didn't work? Then a while later, I replied, oh, one of the people that said they wanted it earlier is here to get it. I'm sorry about that. WTF, you said that I could have it. Tell them they can't have it, it's mine. Hey, are you there? Hey, what's your number and address? I just ignored her. But 15 minutes later I said, oh man, I just saw your messages. They already left with the water heater. I'm so sorry. Ew, butthole, you already gave it to me. You need to get me a new one to replace it. I didn't respond. I just blocked her and deleted the listing. On the plus side, the people who came and got it seemed to be in bad shape themselves, but they showed up, picked it up, took it away, thanked me profusely, and everything was fine. Unfortunately, the ratio of idiots to good folks was painfully high. Down in the comments, we have this post from Fat Bellows. Me, I listed bunk beds for free. I got the whole I needed them desperately conversation. My kids have no beds. I'm in a custody battle, so I desperately need them. She said that she had family members with trucks, and she would get back to me with the time. I held on to them for her to get a ride. This continued day after day with excuses. I explained after 1 week that we had received our new beds, so we had to get rid of the old bunk beds as soon as possible, and they were in our way. After 3 weeks of getting the runaround, she stopped responding, so I listed them again. My husband thought that if I listed them for a few bucks, I might get more activity because, at that point, we were about to just leave them on the street. I listed them for $15 and immediately got a response from a new person. Within hours, this new person was here to get them. She thanked me and told me why they were so needed. Apparently, her sister-in-law is in a custody battle. I sold them to the same person that wouldn't pick them up for free. Posted to Facebook, I'm looking for a babysitter as soon as possible. I'm paying $125 per week. I'll provide everything that's needed for the child's care. Then beneath that, someone asks, what are your hours? Like 5 a.m. until 6 p.m. Oh, okay, so 52 cents per hour. Good luck. Man, hold up. You have to be up at 5 a.m. to babysit this kid? If any job is making me wake up at 5 a.m., not even wake up at 5 a.m., you gotta be at the job at 5 a.m., so wake up at 4:30 a.m. at the latest, more likely 4 a.m. Nah, man, if I gotta wake up at 4 a.m., then you are paying me way, way more than minimum wage. Our next Reddit post is from Don't Call Me Baby. I'm a 19-year-old woman, and I hesitate to call this other girl, who's 29, a friend because I really don't know her that well. We met through a local group for a hobby that we both had. We hung out a couple of times, texted a bit, but we're not close friends. During one of the times that we were hanging out to work on our hobby, she complained that all of her friends were busy on the day of her actual birthday. But she really wanted to celebrate that day instead of waiting for the weekend or whatever. She sounded so down about it, and I felt bad, so I told her I would take her out. It was only a couple of days away, and I was on a super tight budget. But another one of our friends from the hobby group and I took her out to lunch at a cute cafe. We paid for her meal. She griped about the food the entire time, but I shrugged it off. Afterwards, the three of us went back to my place for some ice cream that I made sure fit all of her dietary restrictions. When I was dishing up the ice cream, she disappeared into my bedroom and shut the door. Our other friend and I were confused, but thought that maybe she was having a wardrobe malfunction or taking a phone call. So we let her be for about 10 minutes before going to check on her. She didn't respond when we knocked on the door, so we let ourselves in and found her sitting on my bed with her arms crossed, with tears streaming down her face. We asked what was wrong, and she said that she was upset that it took us so long to check on her. I was getting pissed at this point, but I wanted to keep the peace, so we simply explained why we didn't immediately run after her. After some groveling, we got her to come out for ice cream. Before she left, I gave her a small gift that I had sewn by hand, tight budget, remember? She didn't even say thank you. She looked it over and said, "I don't like the color, but maybe I can dye it." Needless to say, we didn't speak much after that. Alright, I think I understand why all of her friends were magically busy that day. And the fact that she ran into my bedroom silently to cry on her own for 10 minutes? She's 29, you said. Are you sure she's not 9? Posted to Facebook, so I have a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to buy a very nice house. However, it's moving very quickly, and I need deposit money. So I'm asking my Facebook people for an opinion. Do you think I could get 1,000 people to donate $20 to me so I could get $20,000? Please leave a comment. This comment has 3 likes, so something tells me he's not going to hit his target here. Okay, so this next post is someone posting a job for a freelance project. However, just for the privilege of working for them, you have to pay a $1,000 registration fee. So the employee has to pay the employer $1,000. Based on this, OP reaches out to the employer. Why do you require your artist to pay you first? Will you permit me to explain the reason behind the security fee? Yeah. Will this be a contract over Upwork? We've been failed by clients often, so we came up with this policy. Your security deposit will be refunded alongside your payment upon completion of the project. We just want to be assured that you'll handle the project with care and finish at the agreed date. Your $1,000 payment will be refunded after the project has been completed. Okay, will this be a contract inside the Upwork website? No, you and I would sign a contract. So I can't do this job over a secure site and I have to pay you upfront just to work with you? This seems like a scam. How could I possibly know that you won't just take my fee and run? This is a registered company. I've been screwed by registered companies before. The reason is because Upwork took down our post twice for no reason, and the client we hired was lost. So, Upwork would take down your post if you're breaking its rules, which you are, by wanting to chat outside of Upwork and not using Upwork as a site for your contract and payment. To see the terms that you would have to agree to, refer to this PDF. What are these consequences you mentioned in the contract? You didn't define them. We can sue you for breaching the privacy of the company. OP includes their contract. Is this their entire contract? 1. This storyline shouldn't be disclosed, as disclosure may lead to consequences. And then some general stuff. 4. Breaking of any policy may have consequences. What on earth? Well, we've been using Telegram and WhatsApp as a means of communication, since Upwork doesn't agree to our terms of hiring clients over there. And we've been using this platform to pay a lot of freelancers that carry out the job, so you have nothing to worry about. Your payment is safe with us, and after completion of the project, the security fee would be sent to you as well as your payment. Just fill out the form and get back to me. Okay, so now that I understand the context here, for some clarity, the way this contract would work is OP would get paid $8,500 for the completion of the contract. However, it has a $1,000 upfront fee, so OP is very reasonable. So yeah, this does sound like a scam. I agree with OP because they could just take the $1,000 and run. I've used websites like Upwork and Fiverr for my job before, so typically the way they work is the client has to deposit the money with Upwork. That way, the worker can be assured that the money will actually come through at the end, once the project is complete. So, the fact that they don't want to go through Upwork is super fishy. Honestly, anyone who expects a $1,000 upfront fee for anything is more than likely scamming you.